Tina decided to go her own way. That's why you don't see it right here. But she want to go do something else, that's fine with me. We had our run.
Have you ever looked at a family that seemed completely unbreakable, only to discover that behind the smiles, championships, and viral moments, there was a story nobody truly understood? For years, the Ball family looked like the perfect example of determination and success. 3 sons reached the highest level of basketball. Their father became one of the most recognizable personalities in sports. Their family name turned into a brand that people around the world recognized instantly.
Process, like I said, first they cut off a couple of toes. Then they cut off my foot. Then they said we got to go almost knee high for another surgery.
But while millions of fans focused on the headlines, the interviews, and the bold predictions, another story was quietly unfolding behind closed doors. A story about sacrifice, a story about loyalty, and a story about 2 people who spent decades building a life together, only to find themselves walking in different directions.
My first thought was, this sounds like the typical it came out of nowhere story that men often tell after a woman has left them.
When news surfaced that LaVar Ball and his longtime wife, Tina Ball, were no longer together, fans were shocked. Questions spread across social media almost overnight. What happened? How could a couple that had survived so much end up apart? The truth is, relationships are rarely as simple as they appear from the outside. What people see through television cameras and viral clips is only a small part of someone's life.
I mean, they have a whole brand, right? The Ball family brand, with Lonzo becoming #2 pick for the Lakers, LaMelo becoming Rookie of the Year and NBA All-Star.
The moments that truly define a marriage often happen when nobody is watching. And that's what makes this story so fascinating. Because this isn't just about a celebrity couple, it's about love, pressure, family, changing priorities, and how even the strongest partnerships can face challenges that the public never fully understands. So stay with me, because the story behind LaVar and Tina Ball goes much deeper than a simple breakup.
What was Tina's parenting style?
I would say she got us very smart. I was gonna say that too. Education-wise, anytime you need help, don't go to Big Fella, go to her.
Long before the television appearances, the headlines, and the endless debates on sports shows, LaVar Ball and Tina Ball were simply 2 young athletes chasing their dreams. They shared a passion for sports, competition, and hard work. Those shared values became the foundation of their relationship. Together, they built a family that revolved around discipline, commitment, and believing that impossible goals could become reality through relentless effort.
Rather you be broken down like this and spend all the time with me than being healthy as heck and have to work every day and you don't get whatever you want. The best thing for Tina when she first started, I said, you ain't gonna do nothing but get better. You ain't got nothing but time. You're gonna always be with me, I'm gonna be with you. So don't feel bad about yourself. You move slow, but this right here, you fine.
As their family grew, so did their ambitions. Their 3 sons, Lonzo, LiAngelo, and LaMelo, weren't just encouraged to enjoy basketball. They were raised in an environment where excellence was expected every single day. LaVar became the face of the family. Some people admired it, others criticized it. But one thing nobody could deny was his belief in his children.
You know how to rehab with Tina. It's not the soft stuff that people have been doing with her. She's an athlete. She needs rehab, which is a little more intense. Faster. Higher. There you go. 5 more.
Long before they reached the NBA, he publicly predicted that each of his sons would become professional basketball players. At the time, many people laughed. Sports analysts dismissed him. Fans called him unrealistic. Yet year after year, those predictions slowly became reality. Lonzo entered the NBA. LiAngelo found opportunities in professional basketball. Then LaMelo emerged as one of basketball's brightest young stars. Suddenly, the man many had mocked was being viewed very differently.
If a man could talk to you like this in front of people, on live stream, I can only imagine how he talks to you when it's just the 2 of you alone.
But while LaVar became the face of the family, Tina largely stayed out of the spotlight. Friends and people close to the family often described her as a steady presence behind the scenes. While LaVar handled interviews and cameras, Tina focused on supporting her family away from public attention. Every successful family has someone keeping everything together behind the scenes. Many believe Tina played that role. Raising children isn't easy. Raising future professional athletes is even harder.
Process, like I said, first they cut off a couple of toes. Then they cut off my foot. Then they said we got to go almost knee high for another surgery. I'm just like, these surgeries, this is too many. Make you think like, man, this killed me.
The countless early mornings, school schedules, practices, family responsibilities, and emotional support required years of dedication from both parents. Success rarely belongs to just one person. It usually belongs to everyone who quietly sacrificed along the way. Then, life suddenly changed. Several years ago, Tina suffered a serious stroke. Everything stopped.
This man stayed with this woman after she had a stroke. Do you know what happens when you have a stroke? Temporary memory loss, you slurring, face is droopy, you don't look the same, your appearance changes. He said he still thought she was beautiful. Every day she was trying to come back and recover. Yet, this man loses his leg. And not instantly, but eventually she up and decided to get a divorce.
A medical emergency like that changes an entire family in an instant. Recovery wasn't easy. Stroke rehabilitation can take months or even years. Every small improvement often comes through determination, patience, and constant encouragement. During that difficult chapter, LaVar publicly showed his commitment to helping Tina recover. Videos and interviews showed him encouraging her through physical therapy and celebrating every sign of progress.
Wow. A woman that he was married to will sacrifice her family for her happiness. You give a woman like this the world and she's still gonna want the moon, baby.
Many people praised him for standing beside his wife during one of the hardest moments of her life. For countless viewers, it was a reminder that behind his loud personality was a husband who appeared deeply committed to helping his partner regain her strength. Those moments touched many fans. But life has a way of testing people more than once. Just as Tina faced one of the biggest health battles of her life, years later, LaVar experienced serious health challenges of his own. His medical condition became another reminder that success and fame cannot protect anyone from life's unexpected hardships.
I was in a relationship for 10 years and decided to leave that relationship because he was no longer the man of my dreams. He was a good boyfriend and he never cheated on me, and we were good to each other, but when it came to alignment and what I deserved and what I wanted and saw for myself and my future kids, I wanted to give my kids the best possible father I could, as well as like the best possible life I could give them, and love is not enough for that.
Suddenly, the family that had inspired millions found itself dealing with challenges far more important than basketball. Championships no longer mattered. Television appearances didn't matter. The priority became health, recovery, and family. For many observers, these difficult experiences seemed like they would only strengthen the marriage. After all, surviving life's hardest moments together often brings couples closer. At least that's what many people assumed. But relationships are complicated. Sometimes two people can love each other deeply while still struggling to understand each other's emotional needs. Sometimes years of pressure quietly build beneath the surface. Sometimes people change after experiencing life-altering events.
I just cannot believe that a woman would leave a man after he took care of her through her darkest hours. Like, a stroke is a big deal, you know? And even with that, I hear women say, oh, well, you know, I just can't help but to think about what kind of stress this man was putting her under in order for her to even have a stroke. So now the woman having a stroke is the man's fault.
No outsider truly knows what conversations happened behind closed doors. No camera captured every disagreement. No interview revealed every emotion. That's why when reports emerged that LaVar and Tina had separated, reactions were immediate. Some people expressed sadness. Others searched for someone to blame.
So even though she had the stroke and getting older, She would never be like, oh man, she was always beautiful in my eyes until you say, I want to go do something else. Yeah. Now you're not as beautiful to me anymore.
Social media quickly divided into different opinions. One group believed that decades of shared history should have been enough to keep the marriage together. Another group reminded everyone that no one outside the family truly understands what happens inside a private relationship. And perhaps that's the most important point of all. Public figures live in front of millions of people, yet their most personal struggles often remain invisible. The public may know their names, the public may know their achievements, but the public rarely knows the complete story of their hearts. What nobody expected was how quickly the discussion moved beyond basketball. Instead of debating games or championships, people began asking difficult questions about marriage, sacrifice, loyalty, and whether love alone is always enough to keep two people together after decades of sharing a life.
From what my boys is doing, and Dad, you the toughest dude I know, and this and that, it make you go. Even though I'm a bad man, and I don't need much, it's good to have that backing.
And that's where this story takes another emotional turn. As the conversation continued online, something interesting began to happen. People stopped talking only about basketball and started talking about life itself. Why do some marriages last forever while others slowly fall apart? Can two people spend decades together, raise a successful family, overcome incredible hardships, and still eventually realize they're no longer on the same path? Those questions don't have simple answers. When it comes to LaVar and Tina Ball, the public has seen only pieces of their story. Their relationship spanned decades, and together they helped build one of the most remarkable family legacies in modern basketball.
What I tell you good? It's so long. All you do, fast. Fast on it.
3 sons reached the professional level, an achievement that very few families can claim. That kind of success doesn't happen overnight, and it certainly doesn't happen because of one person alone. LaVar became known for his fearless confidence. Whether people agreed with him or not, he always believed his sons would reach the NBA. His bold personality attracted cameras everywhere he went, turning him into one of the most talked about fathers in sports. Meanwhile, Tina preferred a quieter role. She wasn't chasing headlines or making predictions on television. Her focus remained on her family, and many people who followed the Ball family's journey recognized the steady influence she had behind the scenes. Together, they created an environment built on discipline, belief, and hard work. That foundation helped shape the future of Lonzo, LiAngelo, and LaMelo. Regardless of what eventually happened in their marriage, that legacy remains. But life has a way of reminding everyone that success doesn't protect anyone from pain.
Let's be abundantly clear. No man is going to talk to me like that. However, can we be real enough to go into the different levels and the layers of the conversation? If a woman is not going to tolerate certain things, she leaves very early on. Do you understand me with that?
Tina's stroke was a life-changing event. Recovery required patience, determination, and constant support. Publicly, LaVar stood beside her and encouraged her through rehabilitation. Those moments inspired many people because they showed a different side of the outspoken sports personality the world thought it knew.
Where is the sisterhood on this? They always say men leave when things get hard. This man stayed by her side through her health crisis. They say that. However, women initiate divorce way more often than men do. He never left her. Then he suffered a life-changing amputation, and she's already talking about going to do something more fun. If the roles were reversed, people would be outraged.
Years later, LaVar faced serious health challenges of his own. Once again, the family had to deal with difficulties that had nothing to do with basketball. Looking back now, it's easy to assume those experiences should have guaranteed a happy ending. Real life doesn't always work that way. Sometimes two people survive enormous obstacles together and still discover that they have changed over time. Sometimes priorities shift. Sometimes emotions become difficult to explain, even to the people living through them. The truth is that neither LaVar nor Tina has publicly shared every detail of what led to their separation. Because of that, many of the stories circulating online remain speculation rather than confirmed fact. That's an important distinction. In today's world, social media often fills in the blanks with assumptions. A short video clip, a headline, or a comment can quickly become accepted as truth, even when the people involved haven't confirmed it. For viewers, it's easy to choose sides. Some see LaVar as a devoted husband who stood by his wife during one of the hardest moments of her life. Others point out that no one truly knows what a marriage looks like behind closed doors. Both perspectives exist because outsiders simply don't have the complete picture. And maybe that's exactly why this story resonates with so many people. It reflects something universal. Every relationship contains moments the outside world never sees. Every family carries private struggles. Every marriage has conversations, sacrifices, disappointments, victories, and dreams that remain known only to the people living them. That's true whether you're an ordinary family or one of the most recognizable names in sports. Perhaps the greatest lesson from the Ball family's journey isn't about blame at all. It's about recognizing that success in one area of life doesn't guarantee peace in every other area. You can build a business, create a famous brand, achieve athletic greatness, and still face deeply personal challenges.
But none of that guarantees loyalty, even if you have a ring on her finger. And that is the sad truth about what this life is.
You can love your family with everything you have and still encounter seasons that test every relationship. For decades, LaVar and Tina worked toward a shared goal, giving their children every opportunity to succeed. By that measure, they accomplished something extraordinary. Their sons reached the highest level of basketball. Their family inspired countless parents to dream bigger for their children. Their story became part of sports history. No matter what the future holds, that achievement cannot be erased. As fans, it's natural to be curious about public figures, but it's also worth remembering that some parts of life belong only to the people who lived them. Maybe the ending of one chapter doesn't erase everything that came before it. Maybe decades of commitment, sacrifice, and shared memories still matter, even if a relationship ultimately changes. Life isn't always divided into heroes and villains. Sometimes it's simply two people whose journeys eventually lead in different directions. And perhaps that's the most honest way to look at this story. Instead of asking who was right or who was wrong, maybe the better question is what we can learn from it. To appreciate the people we love while we have them. To communicate openly before silence grows too loud. To remember that behind every public headline is a private life that cameras can never fully capture. Only LaVar and Tina know the complete story of their marriage. Everyone else sees only fragments. As time moves forward, their family legacy will likely be remembered not just for championships and headlines, but for the determination, resilience, and commitment that helped shape one of basketball's most remarkable families. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more thoughtful stories behind the biggest headlines in sports and entertainment, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next upload. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.